Gillian?
Yeah, I would basically echo everything Amanda said. Pre-COVID, in my experience, councils were, unless there was exceptional circumstances, councils would be signed off by the 30th of September. While that was always challenged and it was always done from our side, Audit Scotland side, since the pandemic, we're on a kind of longer term recovery process where we are trying to recover all our timescales by the end of this audit appointment, which would be I'm trying to get my years here because we jump about a wee bit. Would that be 26, 27 audit year? We're hoping that we would have them all back to normal, with obviously there'll be maybe the odd exception. And so that's what we are working towards. Falkirk have always been able to provide us with the unaudited accounts by the end of June in this audit appointment. So we've made a kind of concerted effort to get them back, with us doing them and completing it by the end of September. So this year we've pulled that forward, and over the last 3 years it's came forward a bit each year. We have that part of it is prioritising councils and pension funds, where we need to provide back and forth between. So that's, you see that happen this year for the first time, where we get them both done by the end of September. I think when you compare the picture, like Amanda kind of alluded to nationally, there's other councils which are in more difficult positions where they're not able to get the accounts to us by the end of June, and that kind of has knock-on effects with us and our resources, and kind of prevents us from getting started sometimes on the following year's audit planning process. But I guess if you compare the position in Scotland to that in England with external audit, then we are in a much better position. So hopefully that should be kind of to all this. But no, at the moment, no issues in terms of us signing off by the end of September.
Okay, thank you. So the answer is we think we have enough resource in place, but still could do better. Thank you. Any other questions that anyone has? Councillor Forrest.
Thank you. I've got a couple of questions for Mr. Laurie, I believe. Is the Chief Executive satisfied that Falkirk Council demonstrates how Is the Chief Executive satisfied that Falkirk Council demonstrates how governance will support the achievement of the council plan?
Mr. Laurie.
Thank you. Yes. I mean, I am satisfied. I think that the annual governance statement is good. I think it for a complicated organisation with a wide range of responsibilities, working in partnership with others, I think to be able to adequately summarise and bring together a governance statement in the way we have is helpful, and I like the way it's set out. I like the clarity of it. I think it flows well. Good governance is really important in terms of us achieving our ambitions in the context of the council plan, or indeed the broader Falkirk plan. And it's in section 3 of the annual governance statement we have the assurance and the adequacy and effectiveness of the governance framework, and it shows the different role played by this committee, by scrutiny, by our performance arrangements, by our risk arrangements, etc. And I think when it comes to delivering on our plan, clearly the performance elements are particularly significant aspect of that. I think we have been improving and are improving our approach to performance management. I think we see this through the reporting to scrutiny. So yeah, I think that the statement is fundamentally important in terms of us being able to deliver on the plans we have, and I do feel assured by that. And I suppose the only other thing I'd say is we clearly need to be able to adapt and improve that as well. An example, I suppose, in my mind, and this came from our external audit colleagues, was around about the reporting, for example, the Council of the Future programme, and how we can enhance the assurance we give to members by improving the reporting element of that, which is something we're going to be doing and have arrangements for now. So not sure if that answers your question, Councillor Forrest, but broadly speaking, yeah, I think we're in a good position in relation to that, and it does help us support the delivery of our plan.
Thank you. It does assure me. Perhaps I should ask this question first. Are you satisfied that Falkirk Council's annual governance statement properly reflects the risk environment and actions which are deemed to be required to improve it?
And the answer again is yes. I think I mean, it goes back to my point about the complexity of the organisation and our partnerships, etc., and the fact that in our annual governance statement, I think we set out very clearly what the firstly what the governance framework is, and there's a diagram, I forget what page it's on, which I think sets that out very clearly. And certainly then again, if you go to section 3, and it sets out the arrangements for risk management, I think we've done a lot of work on that in the last number of years. I think elected members are more cited in that and more involved in that than they once were. And I think if you look at the action plan, which is set out in section 4 of the annual governance statement, again, that's rooted in the risk framework, shows the actions that we're proposing to take. And I think in terms of providing assurance, I feel that that is good, and I think it's strong on that basis.
Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lorry. Thank you, Councillor Forrest. Does anyone else have any further questions? No? Oh. Okay, thank you. In that case, we'll go back to the recommendations. It's recommended that the Audit Committee consider the unaudited annual accounts. I think we can agree that we have done that. And note the public inspection period, and note that the unaudited annual accounts were submitted to the Council's external auditor by the statutory deadline of the 30th of June. Agreed?
Agreed.
Thank you.
Agreed.
In that case, that being the only item on our agenda today, I will say thank you very much to everyone for attending. Unaudited annual accounts are not always the most exciting subject, but they are a very important one for us to consider. So thank you very much to the officers who have done all the work to bring forward these accounts to us today. And enjoy the rest of your day, everyone.